Hi guys, my name is Eric Leon, and today I want to ask you guys something. Do you think a team full of elite players, elite and good players, but has a questionable head coach can do significantly well in the playoffs or even make the playoffs? Well, I want to answer that question for you guys today. My name is Eric Leon, and I've been playing football ever since I was in 5th grade. I've been on a bunch of teams. I've been on winning teams. I've been on losing teams. I've been in winning programs. I've been in losing programs. I've been in losing programs that are turning into winning programs as well. So, I've been playing football basically my whole life. I mean, I played 7-on-7 as a kid too, but my parents didn't want me to play contact football. But I still found out a way to end up still playing. They let me in 5th grade, and I've been playing ever since. But back to my main points. I want to start off with my first point, saying that good coaches will build great programs. Even if they're already not that great of a program, great coaches will turn that program into something that players will want to come play for that program and for that coach. Doesn't matter how good you are. You want to play for a winning program. So, winning programs will help win games because the coaches will tell the people in that program what to do in certain situations, how to be clutch, how to outsmart an opponent, how to have certain leverage against an opponent. So, according to ESPN, 96% of teams that win the national championship in college are winning programs. There's only been a handful amount of times that a team that didn't have a winning program, even made the national championship playoffs and actually did something in the playoffs. It's different in college football because in college football only 4 teams make it, so you have to be an elite program that gets elite players. So, and after those same teams, that same 4% that weren't winning programs, after they won that championship, they turned into winning programs because those coaches turned those programs around. So my second point is that players can't do it by themselves. This is a big one because a lot of people think that if you have a good enough team, that the players can just carry the whole team on their back, which in some cases can be true, but there's always at least one good coach on the staff that will tell those players what to do. Even if the other coaches don't agree, that one good coach will tell them what to do. If there's not one good coach on your coaching staff, you're not going to win football games. You might win against teams that don't care, but against good teams, you're not going to win, and you won't win in the playoffs. For example, in the AFC divisional round in 2021, the Jacksonville Jaguars played against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Jaguars did not have as much talent as the Chargers. The Chargers had a bunch of great players. They have Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Derwin James, Kenneth Murray, Asante Samuel. I mean, those are just a few players that I can name that were on that team. There's a bunch of Pro Bowlers on that team, all pros on that team. There's at least probably 3 top 5 players on the Chargers alone. So there's a bunch of great players on the Chargers. The Jaguars, they have a good quarterback, but the main reason why the Jaguars were able to outsmart the Chargers was because of their coach, Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson has won 2 Super Bowls with the Philadelphia Eagles. In his second year as a Jacksonville Jaguar, he went there and he got them to the playoffs and they won their division. Now, the game went kind of iffy for the Jaguars in the first half. They were down 24-0, but according to PFF, Doug Peterson saw that Brandon Staley, the head coach for the Chargers, was not changing his coverage at all. Was staying in the same cover 4 the whole game. Doug Peterson knows how to beat certain coverages. Cover 4 is one of them. So he was attacking the weak spots in cover 4 all game, and they came all the way back from being down 24-0, and they ended up winning like 38-27. So that just shows you right there that good players cannot do it by themselves because that Chargers team was stacked. I mean, they had a bunch of great players, but Doug Peterson outcoached Brandon Staley and put some fight into a team that hasn't won in years and turned the Jaguars into a winning program. My third point is that elite players can help you in certain clutch moments, but they cannot win you a football game. Now, in order to win a football game, you do need to win clutch moments. I mean, clutch moments are huge in football games. I mean, that's when the best players are shown, when they the best players do the best when it matters the most. In clutch time in the fourth quarter when you need a first down, that's when these elite players show up the most. Which that's why I said in the point that elite players can help you in clutch situations, but they cannot win you a game because you can't get to the clutch moment if you don't have a good coach or a good team or a good coach that can help set up a game plan to contain their elite players. Because every team probably has like 1 to 2 elite players. Only the great teams have like 5, and those great teams are elite programs. Like I said in my first take, or my first statement. But according to a study at Harvard, in college, when there's a great player, they slow down their stats go down 24%. 24% when they're going against a top 5 coach. Because these coaches, they know how to contain these elite players. So these elite players, they will help you, but they cannot do it by themselves, and they need great coaches to build around them. These great coaches will know how to contain them. I mean, look at what happened in the Super Bowl. You know, these great coaches. Jalen Hurts, great player for the Philadelphia Eagles. But Andy Reid has won Super Bowls after Super Bowls after Super Bowls with Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they're going to the Super Bowl this year again. I mean, it's not just Patrick Mahomes. It's mainly because of Andy Reid. And Andy Reid is probably a top 5 coach of all time. But he was a great player. Jalen Hurts was going crazy that whole first half. But then once Andy Reid figured him out, that he knew that he kept running the ball, they had a game plan for him, made him fumble, and after that fumble, it changed the whole game, and the Chiefs won the Super Bowl. I mean, that's just the moment right there. The Eagles had an elite player, but Andy Reid knew how to counter that elite player, and that just shows right there that coaches are so important, and that these elite players, they can win you clutch moments, but they can't win you a whole football game. In conclusion, I'm saying that if I saw a team full of elite players but had a questionable head coach, I don't think they're going to get past the first round because they don't have the guidance, they don't have the strength to get past a great head coach. So, you need in conclusion, you need you need a coach to build a winning program. The players cannot do it by themselves. They need a coach that will help them, that will guide them through what to do in certain games. And elite players will help you win clutch moments, but they won't help you win a whole football game. Thank you for listening.